big thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, and a big thanks to all of these donators of $5 or more. Brian D0313, DeadZergling, Radio Raptor, and Vlad Tepish 3176. You all helped make these episodes possible. Howdy, insufferable gaming fans, your old pal Rosser here. Last week, our old pal DeadZergling was sponsoring a run of Quake Episode 1 on Nightmare Mode. This week, he wants us to play a classic game, or more accurately, a remake of a classic game. And he said I could play the remake of King's Quest 1, 2, or 3. Now, I've never played any of those games, and he specified that I was not allowed to look up a walkthrough. Well, I played the hell out of King's Quest 5 and 6 back in the day, so I know how absolutely brutal and impossible they can be, so this should be fun. I will be starting with the first one, because from what I understand, it has really solid writing and fun puzzles. Of course, this remake is from AGD Interactive, and it makes the opening screen and the graphics and the interface a lot closer to the later games. Or at least the more classic later games. So let's watch the introduction and see what's going on.
You are Sir Graham, the bravest and most honorable knight in the troubled realm of Daventry.
That's
King
optimistic.
Edward the Benevolent, aged ruler of Daventry, has summoned you to the castle for reasons unknown.
Unless you read the instruction manual.
Greetings, Sir Graham. The King is expecting you. Allow me to escort you to His Majesty's throne room.
Thank you, Sir Knight.
Please do, Captain Pantaloons.
Raise the portcullis.
For some reason, I always love it when anyone in a fantasy setting shouts, "Raise the portcullis." Not sure why.
I am at your service, my king.
I am an old man, Sir Graham. Perhaps too old to carry the weight of this crown.
That's why you have
my
servants.
bones ache, and my hands tremble. I'm afraid my time on Earth grows short. But enough about me.
Okay.
Great misfortunes have befallen Daventry since the loss years ago of 3 magical treasures. I have chosen you, the finest knight in all of Daventry, to search for these lost treasures.
Again, that might be a
Only
bit
then
optimistic.
can this kingdom be restored to its former glory. And only then may I rest with the knowledge that my people are safe. The first treasure is a magic mirror that foretells the future. The second is a magical shield that protects the bearer from all mortal harm.
I'm in.
The third and last is an enchanted chest that is forever filled with gold.
I'm extra in.
I know that what I ask is difficult, nay, perhaps impossible.
Oh yeah.
The dangers are many, but you are brave and pure of heart. That is
Ah.
why I chose you to volunteer.
That's not how
If you
volunteering works,
succeed,
Your Majesty.
You will inherit my crown and rule the realm of Daventry as her rightful king. Go, Sir Graham, and know that the fate of Daventry lies in your hands.
Daventry
Take
is
heart, my king.
hosed.
I shall not fail you.
So anyway, yeah. We are playing as Sir Graham on a quest to get back these magical treasures, which years ago, according to the instruction booklet, the king was basically tricked and robbed out of on 3 separate occasions. Let's see. I know a dwarf stole the shield in return for a root that was supposed to cure his husband, or his wife's ailing disease, and the mirror had something to do with getting them a child because the queen was barren, but then they tricked her on that one too, and then I forget what happened to the chest of gold. But anyway, let's begin the game. Oh right, the chest of gold was stolen by a witch who took advantage of the king by pretending to like him. Okay, so in this remake, we can play the game without the possibility of encountering dead ends or getting stuck. No, we will play it closer to the original.
You have selected to play with dead ends enabled. The game will play exactly the same way as the EGA version of King's Quest I, Quest for the Crown.
Alright, we'll do it. So, one thing you gotta know about these King Quest games is, boy howdy are there a lot of ways to die, and some of them are quite obscure, most of them are entertaining. Allow me to demonstrate. First screen, just moving a couple of inches, and this is what we get. Behold, in all its glory, King's
The moat
Quest.
monsters appreciate your good taste.
Get it? Because they were wearing the hat, and also they ate me? Anyway, we're going to be seeing a lot of that.
You have
A lot of that. I should probably just go ahead and drop a save now so that we can restore every time we do this, because this is going to be happening a lot. Also, I'm going to have to make multiple saves, because if not, I'm going to save myself into a corner so many
These
times.
scaly, slimy serpents cruise the moat searching for unwary trespassers.
Glad that this game has voice acting so I don't have to try to read everything.
The castle walls are carpeted with a thick tangle of vines.
Horrid vines.
These guards protect the king's castle.
Good for them.
These guards...
We can probably speak to them.
These stone-faced guards must have been trained not to converse with anybody. They ignore you, Sir Graham.
Those dicks. How dare they? I challenge you
Don't
to a duel.
disturb the guards. Best to get on with your mission.
Also, can I climb the vines?
The guards do not appreciate people climbing the castle.
Well, I don't appreciate guards telling me what not to do. You ever think of that, Mr. Game? So, you want to really look at everything and get clues.
You never know what sort of fierce creatures lie just beneath the surface of the moat.
Oh, I think we've got an idea.
Massive turrets from which the guards can defend the castle stretch to the sky above.
Good for turrets.
The trees around the castle are tall and old. They were just as tall back when King Edward was only a young prince.
Oh, that's nice. Hey, is there something down here?
You can see your reflection in the dirty moat water.
Oh, it's my reflection. Of course. What was I thinking? I wonder. Come on back up.
These serpents would rather eat you than talk to you.
And these
That's
guys...
strange. You don't get an answer.
These guys think of everything, just about. So, that's why you always want to try doing a bunch of neat stuff like that. You always get something, interesting.
This rock is less distinctive than the one next to it.
Okay.
You see a large gray rock.
Ho-ho! I'll arm myself with a rock. Yeah. Take that, world. I'm gonna have a... rock.
The moving rock rolls downhill and right into you. A crushing defeat.
Don't get cute, game. That's my job. Okay, well, I do remember reading something like that in the instruction manual. It was like the one hint that they gave. They said there were some things about the original game that were very tricky, like, for instance, moving a rock from the opposite side. So why don't we try moving it from over here? Since it looks like it could just roll right over us for no apparent reason. Hey, there we go.
With a small shove, you manage to push the rock a few feet, revealing a shallow hole underneath.
A shallow hole? Who could have ever guessed? That's the best kind.
There is an intricately carved dagger in the hole.
It's a weird place to keep a dagger. I'll have to get used to the order
You
of...
reach into the hole and grasp the dagger, being careful not to cut yourself.
Yeah, good. Good, good, good. So now I've got a dagger. We can also look at things in the inventory.
This is a fine silver dagger with a very sharp edge. You can't read the runes on the blade, but it appears to be an elfish dagger of great antiquity.
A silver elvish runed dagger. Now we know we're getting somewhere. So, looks like we can go a couple of different ways here, maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, I can go south.
There is a small dwarf right nearby. Be careful, this sly little chap is trouble.
Do tell.
You are in a gloomy forest.
No, look at the
You
dwarf.
You are...
He's not gonna look at the dwarf, is he?
The sneaky little dwarf caught you by surprise. Did he steal anything from you?
Well, I don't know. All I had was a dagger. Let's find out. Nope, still got my dagger. So, dwarves are a thing, and apparently they steal.
There are numerous small rocks and boulders in this part of the forest.
Okay. It doesn't matter which way you roll your mouse wheel, it just
The
goes
trees here
the
are
same.
stunted and twisted. They give
Either way.
you the heebie-jeebies.
Not the heebie-jeebies.
There is a moldering old stump here, rotting to pieces.
I'll show you, stump.
The stump will not move.
Says you. Okay. Well, I can move. I can move right over here. Can't wait to see what happens next. Ooh. It's a cottage.
This log, felled long ago, awaits the woodcutter's fire.
Okay.
This beautiful pine tree adorns the woodcutter's backyard.
I'm sure it does.
The old cottage is sagging and in great need of repair.
Clearly. Alright. Well, maybe I should just let myself in. Or we can look through the window. Oh, we can look through the window. I'm not a peeping Tom, I swear.
When you look in the window, you see a poor, starving woodcutter and his wife.
How starving are they, I wonder? Let's see if we can just talk to them right here without having to go in.
That's strange. You don't get an answer.
Guess not. Moving on. Hey, an axe. Hey,
It is an
thing.
ancient, rusty water pump. It probably doesn't even work.
Probably isn't good enough, game. I gotta know for sure.
The rusty pump doesn't work.
Well, now I know for sure.
An old axe is permanently wedged into the tree stump.
Ooh,
The
permanently.
handle has been broken and repaired. The head shows the signs of many sharpenings.
Maybe that's why these guys are starving. He can't get his axe out. That would be a terrible reason to be starving. Because your axe is stuck. Your only axe. Whoop, nope. Don't go over there. Go in the hut.
Just walk over there.
Fine. That's what I was trying to do in the first place. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
The woodcutter speaks to you, his voice broken with sorrow.
Oh, I
We
hate
would
to hear
welcome
that.
you to our home, Sir Knight, but we've had no food for so long. My beautiful wife cannot even rise from her bed. I fear she may die soon.
Oh, man.
The woodcutter sits on the edge of the bed next to his wife. Ever since the woods became too dangerous to venture into, he's not been able to earn a decent living.
Ah, so it's not because his axe is
The
stuck.
woodcutter's poor wife appears to be near death.
If I had some food for them, I'd let them have it.
The woodcutter, still gazing at his wife's pale face, does not seem to hear you.
Okay.
The woodcutter's poor wife.
Well,
The woodcutter's most treasured possession, a fine old fiddle, lies on the table.
he looks like he's been a fiddling.
An old earthenware pitcher sits on the table.
I wonder.
You cannot get the pitcher.
Okay.
You should not steal from these poor people, Sir Graham.
I swear I was just gonna look at it. I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
You warm your hands by the crackling fire.
Or not. Well, well. What a depressing vista we have found. I'll free your axe. Free it real good.
The old axe is tightly wedged in the tree stump. You cannot remove it, no matter what you do.
Okay, so much for that. Next slot. Depressing cabin. Hey, it's the Bluebird of Happiness. If I had a stone, I could have killed it. And then picked it up and killed a second bird.
You see a clear blue lake surrounded by a pretty meadow.
Yeah, looks nice.
If you wish to swim, simply walk into the water, Sir Graham.
Can I go swimming? Can I go swimming? Can I go swimming? I can go swimming. You mean I'm not dying instantly? This guy isn't water soluble? That's amazing. I wonder why other games don't have that.
It is an old stone bridge, worn smooth by the ravages of weather and time. There are some large rocks jutting out of the river here.
Definitely don't want to slip and hit my head on those rocks. I have no idea where I'm going. No clue whatsoever. Hey, cattails.
Off to one side is a clear blue lake.
Guess not. How about I do this right? There we go. Okay. Nice looking,
This natural rock
land
bridge
bridge.
connects the Daventry mainland to a small island.
Small island.
There are many beautiful trees around Daventry.
Well, I do like exploring islands. Uh-oh. What the shit is
As
that?
you start to cross the bridge, a huge, hulking troll stomps into view and blocks your way.
It's a troll. Hello, my good sir.
This is the ugliest, meanest, nastiest troll you have ever seen, and he's not about to let anybody cross his bridge.
But I'm a sir.
Well, what have we got here? You think you're gonna cross my bridge, do you? Not for free, you ain't.
Okay. What do you want?
You're like the little chatterbox, ain't ya? Well, let me warn ya. These bridges have been in my family for years and years.
Are they Jeff Bridges?
Nobody, especially not a puny little knight like yourself, has ever passed across one of our bridges without paying our troll toll.
Okay. Well, what's the troll toll?
Quit gabbing. Are you planning on paying my toll, or does I have to get tough?
I want to see where this is going.
Quit gabbing. Are you planning?
Aw. Get him.
The troll is bigger than you, stronger than you,
Aw.
and much, much meaner than you. Better not even try
So I
it.
could just walk into a moat full of critters, but I can't attack a troll foolhardily. Fair enough. Well, let's just keep looking around. See what I may see. Oh. There's a bridge right here. Is there another troll on this one?
There are more bushes in Daventry than you care to notice.
Very poignant.
A rough-hewn plank bridge spans the deep rushing river here.
Okay.
The current of this wildly raging river is even more treacherous than it looks.
That's a pretty good indication that I couldn't just swim across. Ah, this fucking guy. Here we are again.
As you start to cross the bridge, a huge, hulking troll stomps into view and blocks your way.
Clearly. Same
Quit
spiel.
gabbing.
Same guy, clearly. Okay. Fine. I'll find some way to pay off the troll toll. Is he wearing Mickey Mouse jeans? Shorts? Short pants? Jean short pants?
Small bushes grow vigorously.
I'm gonna have to make a map. It's been a long time since I've had to make a map. But I've done it before. Oh yes, I have. Hey, it's a dog bowl.
There appears to be some sort of bowl sitting next to the tree.
This screams of traps.
If you've seen one bush, you've seen them all.
Okay. I'll bite.
You pick up the bowl.
Oh. Guess I've just got a bowl now. That's good. I always needed a bowl for collecting things. Nuts.
The squirrel seems hesitant about climbing its favorite walnut tree with you standing around.
Is that a snake or a really weird looking vine?
There's a large walnut tree surrounded by several pine trees.
Oh. Maybe I can pick up these nuts with this bowl.
You choose a big, meaty-looking walnut from the bunch scattered around.
Yay! I have a walnut. A big, meaty walnut.
Nothing happens.
Here you go, Squirrel Man.
The squirrel doesn't want one that you've touched.
Well, fine, screw you, buddy. I should give this to the starving family. But I don't think a walnut's going to do the trick. Hello, what have we here?
A huge wooden door has been built into the base of a steep mountain. You notice a large keyhole in the door.
I hope it's unlocked.
The huge door is locked. You can't open it.
Well, alright then.
This is a miniature shade tree, which gives shade to the squirrels and other woodland creatures.
I'm glad we established that. So, I got a walnut, I've got a bowl, and I've got a dagger. Wait a minute.
Curiously, a large door...
Oh, nope. I thought maybe that was a fake rock.
There's not...
And that they would have a key under it, but I guess not. Hey, that's how things worked in Shadowgate.
The water of this crystal clear lake is especially cold and crisp. The leprechauns use it to brew their dandelion wine.
Get in the lake! Get in the lake! Hell yeah. Hey, this forest looks dark and foreboding.
Suddenly you hear the heavy footfalls of an ogre. He stomps
Oh,
into
shit.
the clearing, spots you, and decides to crush the life out of you.
No, 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 no.
The ogre is itching to take you in his powerful arms and crush your bones.
I can't let that happen.
The only thing this ogre wants is to kill you. You'd better think about
I was gonna
escaping.
throw a walnut at him to distract him, okay? By the way, when you go up to the menu, it pauses, so that helps. If you need time to, like, think. I do kind of wonder what happens if you get pounded by the ogre. Let's find out. You know you want to find out. Oh. I guess he's gone. And we're over here now.
You'll have to move closer.
Have to move closer. There's probably something poisonous in there.
The hole appears to go deep down through the rock into the ground below. You can barely make out a faint greenish glow somewhere far inside.
Well, here's something else we can regret.
You would need to be much smaller to fit through that hole.
I'll just shove a squirrel down there.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, didn't think so. Come on, where's that ogre? Anything? Anything? No? Nothing? I hope I didn't screw myself by not doing anything with the ogre.
The path to the front door is lined with little gingerbread boys and girls.
Well, that's good.
You are near a little gingerbread house in a forest clearing.
Clearly.
The door is made from chocolate.
Well, I know how I can feed that woodcutter's family.
You don't know how long they've been standing there. Eating them probably wouldn't be a wise thing to do.
Come on, there's people starving. Okay, well,
There is no answer from inside the house.
okay. I see in the window.
The windows are made from hardened sugar. You can't see through them very well.
Well, I'll just chuck a walnut through them.
Nothing happens.
Or not. Chucking a walnut is eventually going to work for one of these problems I find myself facing. At least that's what I'm hoping. Aw, baby birdies.
The mother bird is feeding her young in the nest high above you.
Have a walnut.
Nothing happens.
Who wants a walnut?
This is one of the oldest, grandest trees in all of Daventry.
Glad to hear that. Like, I probably had to have the exact right thing to kill the ogre, and that was a one-shot deal, and now I've saved myself into a corner.
A few scrawny specimens of vegetation struggle to grow beside the wall of rock.
But that's the name of the game in this game.
This is a large, apparently vacant cave. Damp and cool, the cave is lit only by the sunlight streaming in through the cave's entrance to the west.
This won't end well either. Probably fall down a damn hole. Should get a lantern. Whoops. Maybe there's nothing in this cave. I mean, I'm sure there is, but heck if I know. It's a cave of mystery. Just wandering about. No rhyme or reason.
The surrounding boulders and trees are reflected on the small mirror-like lake.
Cool.
There are some beautiful, fragile little flowers here by the rocks.
That's, great.
You wouldn't want to ruin the beauty of this little lake by picking the flowers.
Who's in charge of this game, me or you, narrator? If I had a fishing rod, I could catch some fish. The hell is that thing?
An unusual clover glistens in the middle of the patch.
Some kind of butterfly, or...
You pick a large four-leaf clover from the patch.
Oh, that's good luck, I guess. But what does it mean?
Lovely fruit trees have blossomed early this year.
Give me fruit.
There's no ripe fruit on the tree to pick.
Not fruiting season, eh? Very well, then. I'll continue on.
The clear mountain lake is surrounded by steep cliffs.
How steep are they?
There's not much
Oops.
to do there.
Hope I don't fall off the steep cliffs. I fell off the steep
Your
cliffs.
attempt at cliff diving was a smashing failure.
Ugh. Well, at least I get to go back here. Maybe we can try a different route this time.
In this part of the forest, the trees are twisted and misshapen, lending an eerie feeling to the place. Gnarled, ancient...
Yep. Okay. Let's see. I came this way earlier. What if we went up here? How's about it? Oh, we're back to the cabin. Wait, did I just go in a roundabout kind of way? The layout of this place confuses me a bit. Clearly, I know not what exactly I am doing. Hello.
The huge snake is watching you very closely, and its intentions are less than friendly.
Hey, snake.
That's strange. You don't get an
Piss
answer.
off, snake. Throw a
The
thing at
snake
it.
is not interested in any of your possessions.
Of course not.
This small swamp, with its twisted trees and slimy water, has an eerie feel to it.
Ooh, eerie. Like that lake. Don't walk past the snake, man. Just go the other way. Duh-huh. Gingerbread house. Still don't know what's up with that.
With a squeak and a cackle, a witch swoops down from the skies above. Look out! She dips and turns and tries to catch you.
Not a witch. Run away! That was close.
This weathered old bucket has served the kingdom for years and years. It still holds water as well as it did on the day it was made.
I could use some water.
You have encountered an old stone well in the middle of these woods.
Uh-huh. Alright. Let's, do some dipping.
The old bucket disappears into the darkness.
Crank her up. Did I get anything? No.
After you are in the old bucket, your weight causes it to slowly descend.
Why would you do that, Graham? Why? Why did you do that? That's not what I wanted you to do at all.
The well water is cold and clear.
This doesn't make a lick of sense. Splash.
The well water is this
Why am I
weathered
doing this?
old bucket. You leap out of the water and climb into the bucket. You're already climbing the rope.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, this was weird as hell. Was there a purpose to that? I'm sure there is. Heck if I know what it is.
Beautiful shape.
Well, I guess I could get that 4-leaf clover back if I stumble onto the location of it. Kind of hard to get off the bottom of the screen without accidentally clicking off the window. But that's always been a problem with these games. Okay, I've been here before. Get on down there. Get on down there. Okay, so it loops. Good to know. This makes it easier for me to be able to figure out, like, what goes around where. So this is going to help me explore since it loops. That's good to know. Good to know. Was this the clover patch?
What a pretty bed of wildflowers.
No, this is just a regular patch.
What a pretty bed. It would be a
Yeah, it would be a shame. I want to do that. Why would you want to pick the pretty flowers? There are so few of them available. There's the cave again. Oh yeah. Gonna wind up being map intensive. Is that a goat?
The gate to the pen is closed.
What am I gonna do with a goat? Don't answer that. I could go in there, but I'm not sure I want to. Need to examine this a little further.
The goat is wandering this way and that, exploring his little pen.
Good for him.
This is the goat's trough, currently empty. Goats are always hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Reminds me of a boring story from back when I was in, like, the 3rd or 4th grade. Okay, so we're back to this mountain stream, I guess. Wait a minute, what's this?
A small spring bubbles up from the rocks here and splashes into the lake.
Okay.
A small... You would need to have much bigger hands to stop this spring from flowing.
I don't want to stop it from flowing. How's about if we maybe just, got a bowl of water?
Nothing happens. The bowl is enchanted. You need only say the magic word to fill it.
What? I didn't know that. Maybe I should have checked this a little more closely.
Inscribed on the inside of this empty ceramic bowl is the word fill.
Huh.
To your astonishment, something begins to bubble up from the bottom of the bowl. Within moments, the bowl is filled with a hot, savory stew.
Well, I can certainly do something with this. I can help that woodsman and his wife to not starve to death, if it is not already too late. I can't imagine they would have finished dying in the last 10 minutes. But then again, knowing King's Quest games, they very well could have.
There's a hole in the side of the log.
There's a hole in the bottom of the sea.
You peer into the darkness inside the log, but there's nothing at all inside.
Chekhov's log hole it was not. Gotta find my way back to the woodcutter's cottage. Is it down here? I don't think it was down here. It was down here. Well, I've got some good news, people. We got stew, yes we do. It's all for you.
The woodcutter speaks to you, his voice broken with sorrow.
Don't be sad,
Sir
woodcutter.
Knight, you've returned. But I fear that my wife grows weaker still for lack of food.
I got your food right here, buddy. I hope it's not poisoned.
The woodcutter is overwhelmed with joy.
Where did that magic bowl...
Thank you. Thank you, Sir Knight. We shall never forget your kindness and generosity.
even come from?
Please,
Everything good here?
take my fiddle as a small token of our thanks.
Is it a fiddle made of gold? Well, who knows, I might need a fiddle for something. For what? I have no idea.
The woodcutter sits on the edge of the bed next to his wife. Ever since the woodcutter's wife is in the bed, sitting up and eating hearty stew by the spoonful.
Everyone likes hearty stew.
Thank you, Sir Knight.
You're welcome, Lucky.
The woodcutter's wife is too polite to speak with her mouth full.
Okay, well, we've achieved something. What do we call this save? Fed up. Referring, of course, to the woodcutter's wife, who is no longer starving because she's got some stew in her. Okay. Let's keep 'em moving, I guess. What if I were to go this way? That's the question, really.
Be careful. There's a sorcerer lurking nearby, just waiting to try out his newest incantation.
Sorcerer? Oh shit, there he is.
This sorcerer is a man of few words and many dangerous spells.
Apply your words, sorcerer. I am not afraid.
The
Oh, no.
sorcerer casts his paralysis spell, freezing you to the spot. Satisfied with his deviltry, he departs, leaving you at the mercy of the forest creatures.
Well, I
Let's
expected-
hope there are no dangerous creatures skulking about until the spell wears off.
Yeah, let's. I was expecting maybe to be turned into a frog or something, not completely paralyzed.
The paralysis spell has worn off. You're free to move about again, but beware of the sorcerer's return.
This might have implications at some point. Hey, it's Squirrel. How you doing, Squirrel? And the tiny door. With a keyhole. And that's a large tree.
This is the biggest oak tree you've ever seen. Its trunk seems to be about 10 feet around, and the thick, sturdy branches look like they could hold many times your weight.
Well, hell, let's climb a tree. I don't see any danger.
Finding plenty of footholds in the coarse bark of the tree, you easily clamber up the trunk to the branches above.
Okay. Not sure why I wanted to do that, but, hey, it's a thing.
You're too far away from the nest to see it clearly.
Oh, please tell me that's a golden egg. I could use that to pay an ogre. Or troll. Yeah, thanks for that there, buddy. Hopefully, I will not get myself killed dicking about on this tree. Though, it very much could happen. Son of a... Keep doing that, jackass. This is not going to end well for me, is it?
You can tell by the coarse feel of the wood that this tree must be ancient.
Okay, how's about don't walk around on it, just... This is befuckerated. Alright, this is where I got the dagger.
This rock is...
So that means that I'm almost back to the castle. Which I may have fun storming. That's an ordinary rock.
There are numerous... There is a small dwarf right nearby. Be careful. This sly little chap is
No, it's that
trouble.
frickin' dwarf again. No. Get out of there. Get out of there. I have too much to lose, damn it. Wait a minute. I know. I need to go through here and to the right or south. Something of that nature. Now I can see what's around the other side of the castle. It's a mushroom.
There is a mushroom in the meadow on the other side of the raging river.
I could use a mushroom or something, maybe. Possibly. I don't know. What about down here? Pretty sure I've been here. Yes, I've definitely been here. We looped that back around as well, did we? Yeah, this was the dangerous part where I fell. Ah, but I haven't been here.
This is a well-tended carrot patch. The carrots look tempting to a hungry traveler.
Okay.
You pluck a plump orange carrot from the ground.
Hey, great. That'll be very useful. Well, we've got so many things
A copse of low bushes grows beneath the shade trees.
to try out and figure out, but I think we're going to have to stop for now. I'll save it here as Carrot Patch. And we will take a break for now. So, if you enjoyed this, thank DeadZergling. It looks like we could potentially get through this in a couple of episodes. Although I'm sure it will get much, much, much harder. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. This has been your old pal Rosser. Take a drink.